What's going on? I'm back here with another technical analysis video. This is a stock that I've been keeping my eye on. I actually made a really nice play off of this recently before this little dump here back down, and I was actually expecting this. But this stock here is Kaleido Sciences. We're going to have to keep an eye on this one. Obviously, with everything going on, the markets are wild right now, so I'm not expecting too much craziness until after the elections and all that. But as you see, we've been pretty much playing between these two lines on the weekly, and we're getting close, if not already at this bottom of the line. I mean, I can see it coming down a little more in the RSI. Look at the daily here. The only thing that shows me we're going down more is this death cross coming in on the 20 daily. We obviously fell below all of that, but it did touch right on my trend line, so I did make a purchase there. And I am expecting it to possibly come down to the $5 range, but I want to be in just in case it decides to bounce somewhere in this range. But I do see it coming down a little more. But this stock is really appealing to me, not only because of how good it's been bouncing between these lines, which you can make a lot of money playing these, but also the fact that there's some great news coming out. I believe this company does something with microbiome research. You could do a little more on it, but I think that from what I was hearing is they're actually working towards a cure for blindness. And I've been hearing around that there's a small biotech company that's going to be putting out news soon on results. And I'm pretty sure that this company is going to be that company that comes out with the results. So if you take a look at the fib retracement on the weekly now, we pretty much are sitting close to the 0.382. According to Fibonacci, the way that it is in trading view, in technical analysis in general, is if you're going to buy, you want to buy at the 0.618 or sell at the 0.618 Fibonacci, and then same with the 0.382. So we're actually right around the 0.382 now, and that in history is a great time to start buying. Like I said, we could come down to the 0.236, and that's around $5. But I've been waiting for this little dump because I was envisioning it was going to be, as you see, sorry to bounce around, but as you see, we had bearish divergence both over on the left and where we're now. We had straight across there, and on the bottom RSI, it was showing that the last price that came up was lower than the old high, which in case it was actually the same. So that was the hidden bearish divergence. Same with the price action prior. Seems like that's been kind of a trend. Come up, double top, bearish divergence, drop back down, go back down to the bottom, test the bottom, go back up to the top, and so on and so forth. And it's happened many times now. So we're getting close to that bottom again, and that's where I'm kind of looking for that purchase. Last play that I made, I think I ended up seeing it getting ready to pump on a Monday. It was at $5. I was going to make a purchase, but pre-market it started pumping, and I was able to get in around, I think I got in around like $6.94, something like that, and it actually ended up going up to like almost $12, which is crazy. And I did see these trend lines, but I honestly didn't expect it to go all the way up to that trend line, so I did take some profits around $10.84, but that was still almost a double. I mean, pretty close, which is nice. I didn't buy too many shares, but I think I got in right around like when it got above all these moving averages here, and then I played it up till like probably somewhere in the 10.50, 10.80, something like that, and I think it pulled back to like $9, and then it ended up going back up to 11. So somewhere between that, right before it crashed to like 9 something, I ended up getting out. But and then I decided to stay patient, and I didn't want to FOMO in or anything. And I said, it's going to come down, so I'm just going to wait. And now it's down. So just letting you guys know, because this is the play that I'm doing. You don't have to follow me. You can do your own research and everything. This isn't financial advice, but I would keep an eye on this thing, because not only has it been bouncing between these trend lines, but also the fundamentals behind it are actually looking pretty solid. So this thing, has an actual rating on, if you look into Google and do some research, they're actually giving some ratings for the $19 area. But another cool thing that I've noticed, and I like to do this a lot because Bitcoin does really well and it has been performing insane. So I've kind of been looking at different charts and different stocks and trying to see if I could find anything that has a similar trend, whether it's doing the same thing now or has been preparing the same. And this was unbelievable how close to a resemblance to Bitcoin that this stock has been playing. The only difference is Bitcoin recently broke out of its long-term resistance, and this stock unfortunately got rejected once again from its long-term resistance. So, I mean, the monthly ain't going to show us too much help. But on the weekly, you can definitely see how much this is resembling the BTC. It's crazy. It's like almost the exact same price movement, but Bitcoin seemed to be doing a little better. Didn't have that dump yet. I mean, it's possible we get rejected on Bitcoin around the 14.1 area, 14.3, but on the 4 hour, I mean, it's not as, it doesn't look as close, but it's still, I mean, for the most part, it's followed it quite a bit. I mean, this is crazy. So either way, KLDO, I'd keep an eye on it, maybe even buy some shares. Not financial advice. I've been kind of eyeing this as a possibility. It's kind of too soon to know if that's what it is, but I was kind of thinking this was going to come back down and, this was going to be the head there. We had the shoulder on the left, and this was going to come down and make a right shoulder. That's what I was potentially seeing before we had this dump, so that's why I was expecting the dump. Even though I knew that the news was going to be coming out, not sure when it is, if it is, or whatever, but I mean, it's definitely going to be some kind of news article coming out. So this is kind of something that's like behind the radar right now. So not only that, but I've been subscribed to a channel or a subscription. It is Tiki Tuari. He's actually an amazing trader, and he sends out signals and shit. So he was the one that was letting me know about to look out for like these biotech stocks like these. So I did a bunch of research, and he was saying some stock was going to be trying to find a cure for blindness. He didn't say which one. He kind of threw it out there, and I did some research, and on Google it showed me like 10 different stocks, and this is one I looked at, and I saw the patterns and everything, and I was like, I wonder if this is the one he's talking about. And I made a play on it, and it's been pumping. So it did dump a little bit, obviously, but you got to watch these things, and these are the ones that you got to keep an eye out for. These smaller companies that they blow up. So even if it doesn't blow up to $19, I mean, there's definitely a play here between the $5 and $6 range, all the way up to the $11 or $12 range over the next course of the next couple months. But as you see, this top line here is where we've continuously got rejected. I mean, even though it's shown that we've gone up a little bit higher on the RSI on the actual chart, we haven't got any breakouts. And then this bottom trend line here, we've been pretty much slowly testing it over and over. We've had so many touches on both top and bottom. So, I mean, when you continuously keep coming up and down and testing these areas, that's pretty solid. It's pretty solid, and you definitely want to look out for that, because one of these times it's going to break it and it's going to shoot up. So that's my review on KLDO. I'm going to be watching it on Monday and maybe even buying some more bags of it. All right, take care, guys.